Okay, so sorry about the lighting. My light bulb's gone in my room. So yeah, this is Percy, and he's going to have his taste of brine shrimp. Just going to use my spoon and pop that into the tank and see what he thinks of it. Knowing Percy, he'll gobble it up. Yep. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting some on the spoon, tipping off the excess, so it's just like that, and then popping that in the tank for him to eat. I like to feed my goldfish a mixture of foods, so this is just going into Percy's tank at the minute, and then I've got my other tank upstairs with my baby goldfish in. Percy, so far, he gets fed a range of foods. He gets goldfish flakes, frozen brine shrimp, peas occasionally if he needs it, and spinach. And he seems quite happy and healthy on that. He's 12 years and 7 months old, and he's quite happy. The shrimp is a recent addition to the fish diet. I wanted to vary it a little bit, but he's always had, like, you know, peas and that sort of thing, as well as his flake food. And what I do is I don't give him all those in one day. So normally I'll only feed him once a day, twice a day, depending. I'll either feed him once a day and he'll just scavenge and do what he wants in the tank and find little nibbles that way. He has got some oxygenating weed in there, which he will nibble eventually as well, so it's not like he hasn't got any food in here. But what I've done today is, first thing in the morning, he had a couple of flakes just as a sort of morning snack, and then I've just give him these little brine shrimp to nibble on as an extra snack, and give him something to forage for a couple of days. I can see that there's the odd little brine shrimp floating around in the tank, but that's fine, he'll find them all. But I'm not going to put any more in, obviously, because ideally what you want to do is feed them the amount of food that they can eat in 5 minutes, and no more. If you put too much in, then you're going to mess up your nitrogen cycle. But he'll be fine, because he's quite an old fish. He's quite big, he's quite greedy. He'll clear up anything that's left anyway. I'm not too worried about it. If I wanted to, I could go in and just scoop out anything he hasn't eaten, but as you can see, he's still busy eating. It's only like a minute ago I chucked it in anyway. I've got at the top, which you won't be able to see, hold on, I'll try and put my light on. Whoa. Okay, I've got my light on my phone, so it's a bit bright, but as you can see there, I've got 2 pumps and filters. I've got my big one at the back, which has got various filter medias and stuff in, and then I've got my little one here, which has got the filter media all in that tube at the bottom. But the main purpose of this little pump here is to aerate the water. So I like how this one disturbs the surface of the water a bit more and helps me aerate the tank a bit more. The other one is sort of like a waterfall effect, and it does aerate the water as well by breaking the surface tension, but I feel that little one does it better. But the one at the back is an excellent filter and gets rid of all the crap out of his tank. So yeah, while I've got the light on, I'll show you. This is Percy's setup. I don't want to leave the light on too long because it is a bit bright for him. But yeah, as you can see, there's a couple of bunches of real oxygenating weed that he'll nibble, and 3 fake plants and various decorations and things. So yeah, that's Percy. I have got a tank hood and everything. It's just there because obviously I've took it off so I can put this spoon of brine shrimp in. But yeah, he's quite happy. Hello Percy. He's quite happy digging away and rummaging. I'll show you what his tank looks like with the light on. Okay, so this is Percy's tank with the light on. You can hear the little pump slightly. but it becomes background noise when you've got the telly on and stuff anyway, so it doesn't bother me. But if I did need it to be quiet, I just occasionally will turn that one off and just leave the back one on, which you can't hear at all, it's silent. But yep, this is Percy in his tank. His tank mate died recently. She got a tumour of some sort on her head, so she had to be put to sleep, but Percy's absolutely fine. You will notice as he swims around on this side, he's got like a slight white patch there. That's a scar from where he cut himself on a tank decoration years ago, and it's just always been a little raised scar. Doesn't seem to bother him, doesn't get any bigger. It's not weeping or sore or anything. And as you can see, his dorsal fin's all up, his fins are all out, not clamped against his body, which means he's not suffering any stress or anything, and he's quite happy in here. He used to headbutt the other fish to get them out of the way of the food, so he's never been very good company. So he seems quite happy on his own. If I thought he was hiding and sad or miserable in his tank, I would have got him a friend, but he's quite happy, and he's 12 and a half. He's a bit big to introduce new fish to really now. I could buy an older fish, but I don't think he'd take it very well personally. But yeah, as you can see, he's quite happy plodding along in his tank, and that'll keep him occupied for about the next half hour or so. He's just catching the odd little one. If you can see, there's like one there. He'll find them and have a nibble. So yeah, that is Percy's setup, and Percy feeding on some frozen brine shrimp. Now what I'll do is I'll go upstairs and I'll show you the tank with the baby goldfish in. And what I'll do is in the next video I'll show you the baby fish tank. It's not a baby fish tank, it's a bigger fish tank than this, but it's got the babies in. And I'll show you those feeding on the brine shrimp and how they're getting on. I'm currently aquascaping their tank. Percy, I've just done a basic layout as anyone would. The babies upstairs, I'm doing a bit more of an aquascape type thing. So I'm setting those up. So yeah, in the next video I'll show you my baby fish. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.